Hello YouTube, how are we all doing? Today's video is some sit-up tips, guitar sit-up tips for Darren the Irish Wanderer, who was asking for some help with certain things. So without further ado, let's get to it.
Here we have a Stratocaster. This is kind of like your guitar. So first thing I noticed about your guitar, Darren, is your action seems kind of high. If you might like that, that's fine. So the first thing to do is truss rod. Check your truss rod. Capo on the first fret. Try and do this with one-handed here, look. Capo on the first fret. And then with your feeler gauge, so you've got your feeler gauge here. You can get these anywhere. And then let's get the 12 out. And you get your 12,000. Let's try and find that now. 12, 18. 12,000 feeler gauge. And then you stick it in. Once that's on there, capo's on the first fret. Stick it under the 7th, 8th, 9, that sort of area of the guitar. And if it goes, the 12 goes under, that's fine. If it doesn't go under, then it's too tight. Then you've got to loosen the truss rod. If it's too wide, you've got to tighten your truss rod. Alright, so the 12 just goes under the string without lifting it. It just goes underneath nice there. So that's alright. So the next one was your nut action. Look. Your nut action on your guitar look really high. So again, we get the I use 18, but you can use 20 plus or minus 2 is what I was taught, but I like 18. So you get your 18,000 feeler gauge. Oh, drop it on the floor like an idiot. Cut, we'll come back.
Just a quick PS. I mucked up the truss rod thing. Capo with the first fret, hold down the 17th fret, hold down the note, then check 7, 8, 9 with the feeler gauge. Alright, sorry, nosed it up, but I'm still sticking it up, I don't care. I think you'll get the idea, hopefully. If not, I'll show you in the next video anyway. Be lucky.
You can see that, that's the 18. You can just about see that in the camera there. It's 0.018, which is what we call 18,000th of an inch. So that goes underneath on top of your first fret there, and it just goes in without pushing the string up. If the gap is too wide and you have to cut your nut down a bit, lower the height of your nut, so you lower it down. And to do that, that's kind of not a specialist job, but you need a proper file to do it. But see, that one just goes in there without lifting the string up. If the gap's too wide, it can be 20,000, 22, 18, anywhere around there, but it's your preference. It just makes it easier when you're fretting here. You know, you haven't got a big thing to push down. It makes it harder for you to play. So to do, if you have to adjust your nut, these are nut files. These are expensive things to own. And what you do is they're all gauged. They're all gauged up. So you can see on one side it says 17 and one side is 46. So the 46 this side would be to adjust your nut slot there. And then that will take it down. So that's what I think about your guitar. Your action seems high, and your nut action looks high. Not that I know, but it always looks different on the videos. Anyway, that's that. So 18, if you haven't got nut files and you can't afford nut files, they're bloody expensive, and you're only going to do 1 or 2 jobs, you can get these things, the feeler gauges, which you've already got, and in the end you cut little grooves, get a little file, and just file some little grooves in there to make like a saw edge. And then you can file, and I've done that before, and you can file it down gently, remember, gently. You don't want to go too far, so just file it a bit, restring it up, tune it up, measure it. If it's still too high, fire it a bit more. You don't want to go too far. Once you've gone too far, then you've got another world of pain on you. So that's that. So your string height, 464s. If you want to get the radius of your string, your bridge, your radius to match your fretboard, get yourself a measurer, ruler of some kind. I mean, these little ones are good. These are all right. I've got this. If I want one of them, that's good. But if you go 4/64 at like the 17th fret, so you can measure that. It's 232s or 4/64s. And if you got that's the right height here, that's fine. If it's like too high, lower it down again. At your bridge, you know, your bridge saddles, drop them down equally, so they're flat, so they're all equal sort of. But you'll see on that one, you can see a slight curve like that, and that's the curve of the neck, you know, that goes that way. It's like the radius. So the 17th fret is where I measure mine, which is 4/64, which is, you can't see that obviously, but that's what it is. That's that. What else was the problem with yours? That's it. Fret rocker, you know about that. If you want to check your frets, if they're you got a high fret and all that, you know, all these little tools and things you pick up along the way. But yeah, measurer, capo, feeler gauges. You know, you can make your own nut files out of that. So anyway, there you go. I hope this helps you out, mate. Carry on playing. I've got that other Strat coming in to do a setup on, so I just thought I'd use this one just to show you, mate. I hope this helps you. And everybody else who watches, be lucky, people.